Saying there is a best full-size compact and subcompact 9mm is like saying there's a best pizza. There are just so many fine guns available to shooters today that the choices truly end up being mind-boggling, with new and newer models coming out every now and then. Therefore, today we bring you the top 10 best 9mm pistols that you must bag in 2023. Number 10, CZ P09, $530. At the risk of sounding like a bunch of CZ fans, the P09 is an amazing addition to the world from the Czechs. If the SP01 with its alloy frame is a little too old school for you, the P09 might solve everything with its polymer frame, but still retains the 75 SP01 feel. Double action, single action trigger, 1913 rail, 19 rounds in the mag, or more if you get extended mags, and several flavors from night sights to suppressor-ready models, the P09 is in every way a modern combat pistol. While most polymer pistols can feel very monotone in your hands, like they are all almost the same, the P09 stands out with better out-of-the-box ergonomics than basically any other polymer pistol on the market. It might not feel exactly like something from the CZ75 family, but it is very close. One of the biggest design features it shares is the very low bore axis, meaning your barrel is closer to the top of your hand than normal. This dramatically improves handling and reduces muzzle flip, making follow-up shots faster, smoother, and more accurate. If you want a polymer pistol that feels like a real gun, try the P09 on for size. Larger size for ease of use, models that come standard with night sights or suppressor ready, a rail for a light, and a huge mag capacity from the factory. This is what sets the P09 a step above the rest. A light is a must. A suppressor is a great idea for your and your family's hearing safety, but adds a layer of cost and process to the gun. And while other guns offer ammo capacity like this with aftermarket mags or mag extensions, the P09 comes with it in the box. All in all, let's agree that 19 plus 1 rounds on tap is a hella lot of firepower for a 9mm. Number 9, Glock 17, $540. There is no doubt that Glock is one of the top handgun builders on the planet. Since the rollout of the first Glock 17 in 1982, over 5 million Glocks have been produced. Even though the Glock was originally put down as a plastic gun, it was, and likely still is, the leader in the polymer-framed pistol world. The Austrian military was the first to select the Glock as their sidearm of choice after the 1982 trials. Since then, nearly 50 countries have had Glocks of all shapes and sizes as their favorite sidearm for police and military forces. Today, there are 5 generations of Glock 17 to choose from. All variations stem from the original, but may have slightly different grip designs, sights, flared mag wells, and such. But for a go-anywhere, do-anything handgun, the Glock 17 will do anything you ask of it and keep coming back for more. First, the previously mentioned durability. When we spend our hard-earned money on a gun, we want a gun that shoots no matter what and that we can trust if called on to protect ourselves or our loved ones. Second, a Glock polymer frame is nearly indestructible. No rust, no scratches, no dings. What else can we say? You don't have to baby a Glock. There are lots of aftermarket parts for the Glock 17. You can upgrade the trigger, change the sights, drop in a new barrel, or upgrade the whole slide and more. Number 8, Beretta 92 Series, $630. If you've seen any action movie ever, there is a good chance you've seen the Beretta 92 FS or similar model on screen. Made famous in classics like Die Hard and Lethal Weapon, the 92 series is one of the most successful and at one time widely adopted by military and police forces pistols ever made. A full-sized alloy frame double-action single-action trigger, 9mm using a falling locking block for incredibly mechanical accuracy, this is hands down one of our favorite guns. Over the many decades of service, Beretta has added a whole host of models to the 92 line. The 92 FS is the classic. The M9 was adopted in 1986 as the U.S. military's service pistol, and modern incarnations such as the M9A3 are fantastic service pistols, while the 92X has been taking the competition world by storm in recent years. None of them are a bad choice for a beginner or an experienced shooter. If we were to recommend any of them over the others, though, it would be the M9A3 at the top of our list. This model retains all of what made the 92 FS M9 amazing, while adding some features and addressing a common issue of grip thickness. Slimmer grips, a slightly redesigned frame, a 1913 rail for mounting lights, and sights that are easy to replace. The M9A3 is the final iteration of their military police-grade pistols and is simply fantastic. Number 7. Sig Sauer P365 P365 XL, $500 to $920. Like BC or AD, AM or PM, or the atomic age, the world of subcompact firearms can be divided into before the P365 and after the P365. Hyperbolic? We don't think so. We really think the P365 was that much of a leap forward in subcompact pistols. Before, the P365 subcompact pistols felt really small. If you had large hands, your fingers never fully fitted. It always felt like you were shooting a kid's toy, even if you were throwing 147 grain pills downrange. And you were limited in ammo. 6 or 7 shots were standard and 8 considered extended. Sig Sauer turned the market on its head by releasing the P365, a 10+1 subcompact pistol that felt in your hands like a compact. But for some of us, even the improved ergonomics of the P365 could use just a little more meat. So enters the P365 XL. Coming in at just a half-inch taller than the standard model, the XL also features an OAL of 6.6 inches versus the P365's 5.8 inches. This little bit of extra size increases the flush-fit mag capacity to 12 rounds in the XL. The XL also comes standard with a red dot mounting plate for J-point footprint red dots. For the best-feeling subcompact on the market, Sig is the winner in our hands. Accurate, lots of ammo, and an already huge aftermarket, Sig struck first and struck hardest in the new world of subcompacts. If you need something extra concealable, the standard 365 is amazing. Looking to pocket carry, the SAS model is perfect. Wanting to maximize your defensive potential, a red dot and extended mag on the XL is where it's at. For every type of carrier, there is a P365 for you. Number 6. Springfield Hellcat, $500. Borrowing a lot of design cues from the Sig P365, the Hellcat was the first post-P365 era major splash on the market. Seeing what people loved about the P365, what areas might be improved on, and acting on a load of customer feedback, Springfield hit a home run. Flush-fit 11-round mag or 13 rounds with a pinky extension on the mag, 3-inch barrel, 18 ounces unloaded weight, and optics-ready or standard irons, and a 1913 rail out in front. It's as close to a combat pistol as you can fit in a tiny package. The Hellcat is also slick, smooth, and perfectly suited for discreet carries. Downsides? On what might be perceived as perfection? Of course there are, come on, nothing's perfect. To us, the Hellcat doesn't fit as nicely in large hands as the P365 or especially the P365 XL. The extra round in the mag is great, but the pinky extension 13-round mags do not drop free if you got large man hands. The grip texturing is great, recoil is reasonable, and the Hellcat isn't overly snappy like older subcompacts feel, but it doesn't have that magic juice and makes it feel big either. It feels like a really great subcompact, not like a compact that is smaller. If you're on the fence between this, the G43X, the P365 XL, or anything else in this family of sizes and design, manipulate both in your hands, do some dry fire and reloads, shoot them if you're able, and pick what feels right. Number 5. G43X, $550. Glock's big hit back after the P365 bullied its way into our hearts. The G43X benefits from the Glock Gen 5 upgrades, such as a better trigger, but ups their subcompact capacity to 10+1 in flush mags. If you like Glocks, then this is an easy transition for you to accept. If you're not a fan, then maybe look at the Hellcat or P365. Nothing about the G43X really stands out as amazing or game-changing. It feels like a Glock. It handles like a Glock. It looks like a Glock. It is a Glock. That is also the G43X's strength, though. You get exactly what you think you are. If you already carry a Glock for CCW or for duty or in your local matches, then the G43X will be like a comfy pair of shoes. Familiar. If you want something that isn't newfangled but still keeps up with modern standards, get a Glock. Glock is, and probably always will be, a great safe option. Number 4. Sig Sauer P320 Compact, $480. While we love the full-sized P320, the Compact is even awesomer because of just how many options it gives you as a CCW. A key feature of the Sig P320 is its modular design. The fire control unit is the part with the serial number and the part the ATF is most concerned with when it comes to the purchase of the firearm. This stainless part is interchangeable with all grip size configurations and calibers, including 9mm, 40 S&W, and 357 SIG. Once you own the fire control unit, you can literally put together any combination of grip size, slide length, and caliber you want. It's kind of like Legos for big kids. To ensure you find a gun that fits your hand, you can choose from 4 chassis sizes and 3 grip sizes. The caliber exchange kits consist of the barrel, slide, recoil assembly, and mag. With the modularity of the P320 system, your favorite compact 9mm could also become your favorite subcompact 9mm. Number 3. Glock 19, $560. One of the standard go-to options for just about everything, CCW, duty, competition, etc., the Glock 19 is simply a downsized Glock 17. There really isn't anything more to be said about it. What we can say about Glock is that it is probably the safest choice you could make in a firearm. Not from an operational safety standpoint, although it excels in that area also, but from a do-anything-and-everything standpoint. Maybe you just want a firearm for home defense right now, but months from now decide to start doing some competition. The Glock you bought can do both. Basically, the Glock is a good answer to everything, but we would say maybe not the perfect answer to anything. But with aftermarket upgrades, your Glock can be anything you want it to be. As we said, it can do everything. Really, it can. Another way of putting it into perspective is to say that almost every member of our team owns a Glock 19 or 17. Just in our office alone, the last time we did a photo shoot of them all, we had at least 6 Glocks. None of them were identical, because we had customized each of them for our needs, our wants, and our goals. Number 2. CZ-P01, $615. If you want a CZ-75 or SP-01 but smaller, the P01 is perfect. Many compact guns can feel small. The P01 stands out because it feels like a full-sized gun. It just happens to be smaller. The design is basically entirely just an SP-01 made bite-sized. Many of the internal parts even fit both pistols. If you're familiar with Glocks, the P01 is basically the G19 of the CZ family. Double-action, single-action, metal frame, 3-dot sight standard but loads of aftermarket options, decocker or frame-mounted safety, and a 1913 rail out in front. It has every modern advantage that a compact carry pistol needs. While this wouldn't be our first pick for competition, it is absolutely one of our top recommendations for CCW or home defense. The only drawback we can say for it is that it's heavier than some options, due to the metal frame. However, this does go a long way in eating up recoil and making shooting the P01 a very pleasant experience. Number 1. Walther PDP, $560. The Walther PDP is an impressive design that's proved impressive during our testing. Available in a few models, the PDP brings in a 15-round capacity for its compact size with a whole lot of cool features. This gun offers up some aggressive texturing and slide serrations, making manipulations easy. Sweaty palms? No prob. It also boasts one of the best triggers we've tried. Seriously, it's good. You won't want to stop plinking. The grip angle feels natural, so this gun makes for a comfortable shooting experience. Not to mention, it is reliable and accurate. Topping off our favorite things, the Walther PDP is red dot ready, so toss your favorite red dot on and get to rocking. That's all for this video, folks. See you another time.